yeah, let's get right to it.
I like when things just fall into place like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so Netflix has kind of screwed us by taking off the originals.
Yeah, geez, I'm good about it.
I'm not quite finished with season 2. There were some hiccups. Not that I condone illegal activity, but the source we have was taking a really long time to get on David's computer.
Yeah.
And when I tried watching today, it appears our copies may not have audio, so I could be an idiot, and I'm gonna have David look at it when he gets home.
I wouldn't be surprised if it really didn't have like some audio, though. That would be kind of funny, but
yeah. But we will persevere, and once all of that gets fixed, we will be back at it with the originals.
Sweet.
And I could be putting too much effort into this. It could just be on like HBO Max now or something.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because like once it left Netflix, I didn't even think to check anywhere else.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if it's gone.
Because it's so weird that it's 1 through 4, and I think season 5 is going to still be on Netflix, or it didn't mention it because season 5 hadn't ended yet. Or no, wait, sorry, I'm thinking of Legacies. Legacies is the one that just ended. Season 5 is apparently still on Netflix. I haven't actually looked yet, but
yeah, it should be there.
But season 2 was a fun ride from what I've seen.
Yeah. Where do you remember where you left off? So I can try to remember the end for you.
Haley and Jackson are about to take their do their like trust exercises that they have to do before they get married.
Yeah.
Because Jackson is in love with Haley, and so this marriage between them is going to be good for their pack.
Yeah.
Overall, even though she's in love with Elijah.
Yes.
And they finally plowed.
Yeah. Okay. So you saw that too. Excellent. How could you resist Elijah?
Rebecca came back briefly.
Yeah.
But she is back, but she's no longer in her Rebecca body. She's in another girl's body because Esther was all about, you don't need to be vampires anymore. I'm going to transfer your souls into the bodies of humans.
That's too much. It's too much.
It was a lot. And then Klaus and Elijah, for revenge, turn Esther in her human body into a vampire. So now she hates herself and her children hate her.
Is that where you left off? Is anything else?
That's what I can remember.
All right, cool.
Plot-wise, I know Freya is coming back because it was revealed that Esther had another daughter that was given in sacrifice to her sister.
Yes. Okay, cool. So the latter half of the season is just all about Freya like going to live with the Michelsons. And of course Klaus is like, I can't trust you. I can't trust anybody. So like, I'm going to try to get rid of you because I know that you're trying to get rid of me. So that was a whole thing. And at the same time, the aunt, so their mother's sister, whose name is Dahlia, is the most powerful witch of all time. And she's coming to go get Freya. And she needs to, it was revealed that she made a deal with their mother that their mother and all the generations need to give up their firstborn. So Dahlia is after Klaus's daughter. And then, of course, by the end, everything is fine because they are able to defeat Dahlia by resurrecting their mother with a resurrection spell. And then you would have laughed at the ending because Dahlia, who was like a big bad, once like the mother like hugged her and they died, like everything was forgiven, like on the drop of a hat. Of course it was. And they had to, like the end was, the one thing that did happen that was open-ended was the wolf girl. I always forget her name, but she Klaus did this thing where he made them all be a hybrid all the time, and they could only turn back to humans during the full moon for one night. And so now Haley is a werewolf all the time now. And then she meets with Elijah on like the one day. And she's like, Elijah, you have to take care of our daughter now. And that was like basically how it ended. So now it's up to Elijah.
Cool.
That's it.
Everybody gets their shot with Hope.
Yeah. They do. And then I think other things was like Davina wasn't able to get with Cole because his human body died and his vampire body hasn't been resurrected. And then her gay friend had his boyfriend who is a vampire. He died too.
Mm-hmm.
So those were the major deaths. Yeah.
Oh, so sad. Naturally. I was going to say season 2 of the originals has more prominent gay characters than the vampires had, or the Vampire Diaries had for the chunk of their run. But of course they buried them.
Of course. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So this gay is still hanging on, but the other one died. Another thing that happened was Cammie, the blonde psychiatrist girl, like knows that Klaus likes her, and I think they have like a love connection now. And Rebecca chose to stay in the human body, that other girl's body, so she can be with Marcel. And I think they're gonna be together. So it seems like it's like kind of a happy-ish ending, except Elijah wants to be with Haley, of course, and I think they should be together. But anyway, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's that.
So I wonder if they're doing this Rebecca in another person's body plotline because the actress for Rebecca wasn't available, but they still wanted to
I'm sure.
use the character.
I'm sure.
Which is a very roundabout way of getting over that little plot hump.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. And but it's cool because the new actress, she like has a really good voice that sounds just like Rebecca's accent too, so they really sound similar.
Yeah, I thought she did a really great job at mimicking Rebecca's mannerisms, because that's going to be the big thing to sell someone on a plot like this.
Yeah,
it's like Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. That movie wouldn't be iconic if they didn't do such a good job at being each other.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to have to do some digging and see if, what's her face, Claire Holt was just not available and doing other stuff.
Yeah. So somehow I've ended up on H2O TikTok, even though I never watched H2O, Just Add Water, when I was a kid. I was a little too old for that when it came out on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But it's an Australian little teen drama about girls who turn into mermaids. And apparently both Haley and Rebecca got their start on that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Oh, the mermaid show.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, dude.
But
after watching this, I have a question for you. Have you warmed up to Haley yet, or are you still annoyed by her?
I like Haley a lot more. She's gotten better.
Yeah.
Davina is still just all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Davina's gonna be like the head witch of the new coven, so that's like another little thing. A lot happened. There's so much,
Oh, and we should talk about Papa Michelson again, because he's always hyped up as this like big bad that's capable of killing Klaus. Yet he gets his ass kicked every single time.
I know. Listen, I love the guy. He has such a great speaking voice too. I need to look into him because I feel like he's probably done a lot of voice work, because that voice doesn't sound like it's coming out of that body. Yeah, and there was a moment whenever he was trying to go get Klaus and kill him with like that dagger, but Klaus was like, Dad, I think we should like work together to like, take down Dahlia. And he was like, oh, all right then. And that was that. But then, Klaus ended up killing him. I forgot to say that. I think Michael's really dead for good this time.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah. But you never know. They could just resurrect him again in the next season if they need to. It's like, I feel like not all death is like permadeath. But he's dead now for this season.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I look forward to seeing what happens in season 3.
Season 3. Oh yeah.
Moving along.
Yeah.
So let's pick our movie for this coming week.
I wonder what it will be.
It's going to be Stephen King's The Mist.
Nice.
Which is one of the better Stephen King film adaptations from the early aughts.
Sweet.
Even Stephen King himself said that the ending of the movie is better than the ending of the novella.
Oh, that's awesome. I love when people do that, like authors.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
And I quite enjoy the movie.
Looking at this right now online, it looks like the Mist movie has better ratings than the not brand new anymore, the series.
Yeah, I tried watching the series, but I don't know how you could do a series out of The Mist. Like it was kind of slow. It's got the girl from American Horror Story in it.
Oh, cool.
So she's the lead. And I don't know, it seems like such a contained story, and the novella is only like 150 pages.
Oh, I see. So yeah, there's not a lot to like really work with if you want to do a series. You have to have something big.
Yeah. But I very much enjoy The Mist. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Very into like shit like this. I like disaster movies, so The Mist kind of fits into the disaster movie genre.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool then. And yeah, it's like from what little I know about the plot, like I kind of understand. It seems like a pretty cool thing. I have not seen it yet. I'm very excited to be watching it. And so finally I have to watch it. So I'm glad we're able to kind of like pin that down.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Anything else you got to talk about? We kind of plowed through this episode.
I know we did. So I don't know. There's really nothing else I wanted to talk about. If we're not releasing our episodes as often as everybody wants, that's because like in the summer our schedules get a little wacky, and sometimes we'll like take breaks or not be able to do stuff, and sometimes Netflix will take stuff down, so like we'll be forever stuck in purgatory. So just to speak on that a little bit,
it's hard when it's summer and you want to like take vacations and stuff. It's very inconvenient for podcast recording.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Because but don't worry, we'll be way more regular in the coming months. So that is excellent. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should talk a little bit about what we've been watching lately. Sam, have you gone to the movies and seen any cool horror movies or been watching anything recently?
So I was going to go see Elvis last Friday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, dude.
When did the whole so if you follow me on my personal Instagram, I for a day had a picture of my swollen tongue.
Oh my God, dude, what happened? I forgot about that.
We don't know yet. I got super lucky and got in immediately with an ENT specialist. But he basically said, oh, it looks like allergies to me, so I'll put in a referral to the allergist. So I'm just chilling until that happens. But for about 2 years now, my tongue has been randomly swelling up. Really? And that was the worst it had ever been. Like it started swelling up in the lower part of my jaw as well.
Oh God, that's bad.
So David left work. We went straight to my regular doctor, not because I could breathe fine. Yeah. So we didn't rush to the ER. And
because you would have waited. Yeah.
If they told us to go to the ER, we would have.
Yeah.
But I went up to the woman at the counter and was like, hey, can you squeeze me in at all today? My tongue is swollen. And I didn't sound as eloquent because my tongue was swollen. Yeah. And she said, well, we are super booked. And so I showed her that picture of my tongue. She's like, oh, let me page a couple of nurses up here. So like all the nurses in the building came in and escorted me to the back. So I'm sure I was the hot gossip of the waiting room after that happened.
Definitely. They're like, oh, I was supposed to be next. And she just comes in and go. Yeah. So I can just hear it now.
Yeah. So I now have a prescription. I have 2 EpiPens. One I'm keeping in my purse in case it should ever happen in the day. And then one in the bedroom because it seems to only happen while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
But long story short, because of that, I didn't get to go see Elvis last week.
Damn. Okay.
But this afternoon, I'm going to go see Thor: Love and Thunder, because the only horror movie out right now is The Black Phone, and I already saw that. And
yeah, hasn't that been out for a while or something?
I think it came out the day after my tongue swallowed up. So
did it
2 weeks-ish?
Oh,
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it came out like the 24th of June. So that one was very good. It's based on the Joe Hill short story of the same name. And Joe Hill is Stephen King's baby boy.
Baby boy. And he's like a very big, tall guy that looks like Stephen King.
Yeah. And that was very good. Ethan Hawke was excellent.
He's a delight.
Yeah.
He's like a horror guy.
Yeah. He was phenomenal.
Horror. Yeah. Well, that sounds really cool. I'm glad you liked it. So I might try to like think about that, because I was looking at the drive-in and I was like, nothing is playing. Oh, Sam, you would love to come to the drive-in, because it's like the there's 2 movies you can see, and it's Elvis and The Black Phone, although you've already seen The Black Phone.
I think our drive-in is showing Minions right now, probably.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I keep seeing all about that.
Yeah.
People are like losing their shit for that movie.
But yeah, that's how my life has been going.
Well, dang.
Tomorrow morning, we're going to do something arguably reckless, because the only thing we know for sure that I had the night before I had some tongue swelling issues was this energy drink that's sold at Target. So tomorrow we're going to do something probably stupid.
And try it.
And I'll have that instead of my morning coffee and just see what happens.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like
we have the EpiPens.
You do. And then you're prepared for it this time. So I hope, I almost hope it's that. So, Yeah,
because that way we'll have an ingredient list and be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Instead of just, it happens sometimes, we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and have you been buying that energy drink for the past couple years?
No.
Oh, okay. So it's a new one.
Yeah, it was when I was like, oh, this sounds good. I'll try it.
Dude, you never know, man. Like, allergies are so funny and everyone's body is so different. Okay. Well, let me know how that goes. You're doing that, you said, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, shit. That's the real
that'll
horror
be
show. Oh my God.
Listen, in America, you got to do what you got to do.
You know what? You're right. And it's really cool that you got the EpiPens, because those can be kind of hard to come by. So that's awesome too.
Especially since the allergist is going to take so long to actually get into, because they're so booked.
Yeah. And is that something where they're going to do like a scratch test on your arm or something?
Yeah, they're probably going to do the poke test.
Gotcha. Yeah, the poke test. There you go. Okay. Well, I hope all goes well.
I hope I don't die.
I know. I hope not too. But you have everything and you have all the precautions and you can do the EpiPen. So that's good. And
I'm not doing it home alone. David's going to be home all day. Yeah, so
David definitely will be there to like monitor you. Oh God.
So that's my life so far. I know you're pretty low key right now with school being out.
Yeah, it's pretty low key. So what have I been watching? Oh, dude, I've been watching the show The Boys. Do you watch that?
I have not, but I feel like I need to.
Yeah, I think you should too, because the reason why I hadn't watched it for such a long time, and it's probably the same reason you haven't watched it yet too, is because everybody would tell me I needed to watch it because it was so like good and like gory and like crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure you think it's real crazy, don't you?
It's that combined with, I always forget I have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And that Amazon Prime comes with the ability to watch shows.
Yeah, shows like Mrs. Maisel. Yeah. So I am like midway through season 3, which is the current season. It just wrapped up. And I think you'll really like it, Sam. Okay. Because actually I'm watching it and I put it off for years because everyone was like, oh, it's so good. And I was like, yeah, it's probably fucking stupid. But no, it's actually, I like it a lot. So just try it out.
I'll have to check it out. Right now I'm rewatching Weeds while I'm on the treadmill.
That's such a Sam thing to do. Cool. That was that show. Is that show about like pot growing?
Yeah. It's kind of like Breaking Bad, but more comedic.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
In fact, Vince Gilligan has jokingly said if he knew weeds existed, he wouldn't have done Breaking Bad because they're similar enough that the comparisons are there, but they're very different too. So the last time I watched it, I think I was in college. So I'm trying to decide if it's as good as when I was in college or if I'm just grown up.
Right. Definitely.
But yeah, that's my life.
Cool. I'm trying to think what else have I like really been watching. I don't think anything like new I've been watching. So yeah, usually for fun I watch like MasterChef or like any show with like Gordon Ramsay, and that's basically it. Or the originals, but now that's not there anymore, so now I have to like figure out what to do with myself.
Yeah, I will give you access to the originals once we figure things out.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, David. Cool.
But that's all I have right now.
That's all I have right now too, my dude. Everything is cool here. I hope that everything goes smoothly and Sam will return to us after tomorrow. I'm sure everything will be fine though, because we're already dead, so nothing bad could happen.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's like whatever. So definitely tune in to The Mist, and I'm excited to watch it, and we'll come back at you in like 2 weeks because next week is my vacation week. Sorry, guys. But the week after that, like fair game for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have nothing more to add, Sam.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.